Okay, what we discussed in last lecture? Anybody remember it? What we discussed in last lecture?
We have discussed inverse Z transform.
Yes, good Ayushi. We have discussed the inverse Z transform in last lecture. Okay, so what is it?
So we have to find the function from Z transform.
Function from Z transform. Okay, good. Then means you have f of z, okay, capital F of z, and if you want to find the f of t, okay, sorry, f of k, now the sequence is in f of k, so f of k, then you have to use the inverse z transform. Okay, am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so in last lecture we start 5.5 introduction to inverse Z transform. Okay, but we already discussed the inverse Z transform using geometric series. Means how to find the, yes, Ishan, please mute your mic. Ishan, thank you. Okay, so my screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so how to find the inverse Z transform by using binomial expansion? We have already discussed in last lecture. Okay, so you know about it. We are using two formula. Okay, some useful formulas of binomials, but these both formulas are very familiar and we use it frequently. So please keep in our mind 1 upon 1 minus x is equal to 1 plus x square up to so on, and it is true for modulus of x less than 1, and number 2 1 upon 1 minus x whole square equal to 1 plus 2x plus 3x square and so on. It is also true for modulus of x less than 1. If you understand the modulus of x less than 1 and if you change the given form into modulus of x less than 1, then you can easily find the inverse Z transform by using its formula and main formula of Z transform. Okay, so today, yes, these questions, these examples we already discussed in last lecture. Find the inverse Z transform of the following functions by using binomial expansion. It is also used in our partial fraction method. Okay, so today I am going to discuss about the inverse Z transform. This is our third case of inverse Z transform method. Inverse Z transform using partial fraction. Okay, we already discussed binomial expansion. Okay, but today we are going to discuss about the partial fraction. Okay, we know very well about the partial fraction. Okay, partial fraction, how many types of partial fraction we have? Because it is already you learn in Laplace transform. Okay, for inverse Laplace transform. So how many types of partial fraction we have?
4 types.
Four types. Good. And what they are?
Linear, non-linear, and Banach cover.
Non-linear is there, Khyati? I don't know. Non-linear, no, it is not non-linear. It is quadratic. Okay. And first case is for linear factor. Case number 2 is for repeated linear factor. Case number 3 for quadratic form of a factor, and case number 4 is repeated quadratic factor. Okay, but we have only three useful case in inverse Z transform, and they are case number 1, 2 and 3. Okay, but here we have two possibility. For example, if you have f of z is equal to z upon z minus 1 z minus 2. Okay, so to find the partial fraction easily, I convert this into this form. Okay, and then find the partial fraction. Understand? Okay, this is the case number 1 कि आपको इस तरीके से करना है पहले कि फॉर एग्जांपल अपर साइड पे z है तो उसको नीचे ले जाओ और उसका अब इसका पार्शियल फ्रैक्शन करो, है ना, a अपॉन समथिंग प्लस b अपॉन समथिंग. ओके, वो हम देखते हैं कैसे करना है. क्लियर? तो दिस इज अवर केस नंबर 1 एंड व्हाट इज अवर केस नंबर 2. तो केस नंबर 2 में क्या होगा, तो सीधा आपको दिया होगा f of z is equal to 1 upon z minus 1 and z minus 2. Okay, so in this case you have to direct partial fraction, है ना. So in that case you have not divide by z. Clear? Understand? Okay, there are two types of example we have, but this is familiar, you all are familiar with second case, so we only discuss first case. Okay, any doubt in two types, dear student?
Yes, sir.
No. Okay, good. So first, how to find the partial fraction. So I start with any function f of z, capital F of z upon z can be written as p of z upon q of z, where p of z and q of z are polynomials in z. Okay, both are the polynomials in z. But when we do partial fraction, it is the one condition, and it is for performing partial fraction expansion, degree of p of z must be less than the degree of q of z. That means degree of p of z is less or equal to degree of q of z, then you can talk about the partial fraction. If it is not, then you cannot talk about the partial fraction. Means ऊपर का जो पावर है वो नीचे के पावर से कम होना चाहिए. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ यू हैव z क्यूब अपॉन z minus 1 into z minus 2, so you cannot take or you cannot find the partial fraction of these type of questions. Understand? Clear? Okay, तो इस टाइप के जब भी है तब आप इसका सीधा पार्शियल फ्रैक्शन नहीं कर सकते. फर्स्ट फैक्टराइज इट and then cancel it, and then you can apply the our method. Okay, if possible. Then okay, then if not, yes, if not means if the degree of p of z must not be less than the degree of q of z, then what we can do? If not, then p of z must be divided by q of z. Means you have to divide p of z by q of z, so that the degree of p of z is less than the degree of q of z. That means you have to divide p of z by q of z, and then you can find the partial fraction. Done? Okay, assuming that degree of p of z is less than the degree of q of z, the following cases arise depending upon the factors of q of z. Means following cases means case number 1, factors are linear and distinct, but we talk about only q of z. Q of z has different factors, and that factors must be linear and distinct, then our case 1 is valid. Okay, so if f of z upon z is equal to p of z upon z plus a, z plus b, then what is the partial fraction for this? It is f of z upon z is equal to a upon z plus a plus b upon z plus b. This is the partial fraction for linear and distinct factors of capital P Q of z. Okay, capital Q of z. Any doubt in case number 1, dear student? Are you understand it? Student, any doubt?
Yes, sir. No, sir.
Okay, then number 2. Okay, case number 2, factors are linear and repeated. Means if the both the factors or three factors are linear but with repetition. It comes with repetition. So f of z upon z is equal to p of z divided by z plus a, z plus b raised to n. Here z plus b is repeated n times. So z plus b raised to n is the repeated and linear factor. So how we can apply the partial fraction for it? So by partial fraction expansion, f of z upon z can be written as equal to, अब 1 upon z plus a तो हमारा केस नंबर 1 है, so we can write as a upon z plus a plus. Now we think about the repetition part. So b1 upon z plus b means first order, plus b2 upon second degree, plus b3 upon third degree, and so on, bn upon z plus b raised to n. If you have z plus b cube in denominator, so you have to go only for three terms. That means z plus b plus b2 upon z plus b whole square and b3 upon z plus b cube. Understand? Okay, that is the case number 2. Any doubt in case number 2?
No, sir.
Okay, then we go for case number 3. If you have doubt, then please you can ask me anytime, okay, or you can raise your hand. Okay, I accept that you have no doubt. Then I go for the case number 3. Factors are quadratic and distinct. Quadratic means second order. Okay, उसका डिग्री जो है वो सेकंड डिग्री होगा, एंड डिस्टिंक्ट मीन्स डिफरेंट होना चाहिए, वो सेम नहीं होना चाहिए. दैट मीन्स एफ ऑफ जेड अपॉन जेड इज इक्वल टू पी ऑफ जेड अपॉन जेड स्क्वायर प्लस ए जेड प्लस पी and z square plus ez plus d. Both are the different and both are the quadratic. Here you can see both are the quadratic. If you have quadratic factors in denominator, then you can do partial fraction by using case number 3, and it is f of z upon z is equal to az plus b divided by z square plus az plus b plus cz plus d divided by z square plus cz plus d. Okay, so these are the cases for partial fraction, but we only discussed the f of z upon z form. If you have directly f of z in simple form, then you can also same cases will be applicable for that. Okay, case 1, case 2, case 3. Any doubt in case 1, case 2 and case 3?
No, sir.
What about other student?
No, sir.
No?
No, sir.
Case
No,
3 is
sir.
not.
Someone is asking something.
Can you scroll down? I want to write the case 3.
Okay. Case 3. Okay. Yes. Done? Is it okay? Tir?
No, sir. Scroll down. I want to write case 3. This is the case 2.
This is the case 3.
Sir, scroll down करो तो case 3 आएगा और
नहीं, here case 3 is start from here.
हाँ वो हो गया, उसके बाद ले.
Okay, done. If you complete it, please inform me. Done?
Yeah.
Okay. For example, what we do step by step. Okay, how we can solve the example. So we use the steps for that. Okay, so step number 1, write down step number 1. What is my step number 1? Step number 1 is find the partial fraction form. Okay, I am writing here. Find the step. My step number 1 is find the partial fraction partial fraction form of given f of z or f of z by a. Okay, this is my step, sorry, z by z. This is my step number 1. Okay, step number 2. Step number 2, जो आपको दिया है ना, वो आपको इंटरवल को कंसिडर करना है. दैट मीन्स कंसिडर गिवन रीजन ऑफ कन्वर्जेंस, दैट मीन्स आरओसी, एंड मीन्स कोई भी एक आप स्टार्ट करो, आपको 2 दिया है या 3 दिया है, उसमें से एक को कंसिडर करो एंड कंपेयर इट विथ, किसके साथ कंपेयर करेंगे? मॉड्यूलस ऑफ z लेस देन 1. ओके, दिस इज योर वेरी फंडामेंटल एंड वेरी यूजफुल कॉन्सेप्ट एंड इट इज मॉड्यूलस z लेस देन 1. कोई भी फॉर्म आपको दिया है उसको आपको इस फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट करना ही है. देन यू कैन फाइंड द नेक्स्ट स्टेप. ओके, फॉर्म. ओके, then next step number 3. okay, step number 3 is मैंने उसको ट्रांसफर कर दिया. ओके, मीन्स आरओसी जो दिया है उसको मॉड्यूलस z लेस देन 1 में ट्रांसफर कर दिया. देन एक्सपांड इट यूजिंग बाइनोमियल एक्सपांशन. ओके, जो भी हम जानते हैं उसको यूज करके उसको एक्सपांड करेंगे. binomial expansion. Okay, done. So it is my step number 3. Step number 4, after getting the binomial expansion, what I can do? Find the inverse Z transform. Sorry, not written like this. Find inverse Z transform. Okay, using binomial expansion method. Expansion method. Okay, in binomial expansion method we follow step number 2, 3 and 4. हमने देखा था है ना लास्ट लेक्चर में. We do that with the step number 2, that is my step number 1 for that, step number 3 step number 2 for it, and step number 4 is the step number 3 for binomial expansion method. हमने क्या किया था? पहले उसको मॉड्यूलस z लेस देन 1 में ट्रांसफर किया था, उसका एक्सपांशन किया था, एंड then we find the inverse Z transform for it. Okay, same we do here, but our step number 1 is will change by partial fraction. Okay, any confusion in step 1, 2, 3 and 4, dear students?
No, sir.
Okay, no. Okay, then we do first example. Okay, what is it? Find the inverse Z transform of Z upon Z minus 2, Z minus 3 in modulus Z greater than 3. Means what is my ROC? ROC is modulus Z greater than 3 here. Okay, so my capital F of Z, start with this. Capital F of Z is equal to Z upon Z minus 2, Z minus 3. So what is my step number 1? Step number 1 is find the partial fraction form of given f of z और f of z by z. आप दोनों से जा सकते हो यहाँ पे, क्योंकि ऊपर एक ही z है. अगर z स्क्वायर होता तो you have to compulsory go with f of z upon z. Okay, but you can do here from any way. Okay, so f of z upon z is equal to 1 upon z minus 2, z minus 3. So what is my partial fraction? This is the case number 1. So I put at a upon z minus 2 plus b upon z minus 3. So next step is cross. Okay, you can multiply z minus 3 with a and multiply z minus 2 with. So here I do that, z minus 3 plus b, taking LCM here. So z minus 2 divided by z minus 2 into z minus 3. Done? Okay. Here my denominator are same, so I can compare the numerator. So what is my numerator left hand side? So it is 1 equal to a z minus 3 plus b z minus 2. Okay. Now I want to find a. So what I can do? The denominator is 0 for it. So z is equal to 2. So putting z is equal to 2 in equation 1. This is my equation 1. Okay. So I putting z is equal to 2 in equation 1. If you put it in equation 1, then 1 equal to a into 2 minus 3 plus b 2 minus 2 equal to 0. So here we have 1 equal to a into minus 1, and it gives a is equal to minus 1. Okay. So I have a is equal to minus 1. Now same with the same concept, put z is equal to 3 in equation 1. So we get what we have. So 1 equal to a into 3 minus 3 0 plus b into 3 minus 2, it is 1. So b equal to 1. So my b is equal to 1. So after getting a and b, my complete partial fraction form is f of z upon z is equal to minus 1 upon z minus 2 because a is minus 1 plus 1 upon z minus 3 because b is equal to 1. So this is my perfect partial fraction form for f of z upon z. Now I move z from left to right. So f of z is equal to minus z upon z minus 2 plus z upon z minus 3. So this is my step number 2. Here I complete step number 1, not 2, step number 1. So what we get here? F of z इक्वल टू, क्योंकि यहाँ पे आपको पूरा एक्सपेंशन नहीं दिया है, सीधा आंसर लिख दिया है, इसलिए वी डू दैट हियर. एफ ऑफ जेड इज इक्वल टू माइनस जेड अपॉन जेड माइनस 2 माइनस जेड अपॉन जेड माइनस 2 प्लस z upon z minus 3. Okay. Now what is my region of convergence? Given region of convergence is 3. So z less than 3. Okay. So step number 2 start here. Consider given ROC. What is my given ROC? Given ROC is modulus z less than 3. Now compare it with modulus z less than 1. So I convert this form into less than 1. So how we can do it? Anybody?
Sir, z by 3.
Yes, z by 3. So I will transfer this into z by 3 form. Okay. So from first I want to transfer into, okay, z by 3. Okay, same. If modulus z less than 3, then it is also less than 2 or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so same way for first step you have to use z by 2 less than 1. Done? Okay. So in first term we transfer z by z by 2, and in second term we have to transfer z into z by 3. Any doubt? Clear or not?
Clear, sir.
Okay, so here z is as it is, minus z is as it is. Now I want to transfer into z by 2. So I will put 2 outside. So z by 2 minus 1 plus z
Sir,
here
1 by 2 outside नहीं आवे.
1 by 2, वो तो पूरा 1 by 2 हो जाएगा ना. यहाँ पे नीचे से तो मैंने 2 ही निकाला ना सिर्फ. क्या थी?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Here 3 will be outside, so z by 3 minus 1. But if I use modulus z less than 1, then what is my form? 1 minus x. Okay, so that should be 1 first. So I transfer this form into z upon minus minus plus 2 1 minus z by 2 plus z upon minus 3 1 minus z by 3. Done? Okay. Now here I have 1 by 2 and z. Okay. Now what is the expansion of 1 upon 1 minus x? You know very well. It is 1 plus x square and so on. Okay. So this is my base. So I transfer 1 upon 1 minus z by 2 into this form. So I have 1 plus z by 2 plus z by 2 whole square. Okay. And so on. Done? In same way, I can write here z by 3 outside. Okay. Bracket 1 minus plus z by 3 plus z by 3 whole square and so on. Okay. Now first step 1 by 2 z multiply here, so z plus z square by 2 plus z cube by 4 means 2 square and so on. Okay. So what is my nth term here?
Z raised to n upon n.
Okay, if I found z raised to n term, okay, मुझे z raised to n चाहिए, तो what is my coefficient here? चलो चलो बताओ, do fast. You don't understand my question? I want to find the coefficient of z raised to n. What is it?
One.
No, it should be 2 raised to here.
n minus 1.
Yes, n minus 1, because 2 to 1, 3 2, 4 3. Okay, that means it is 2 raised to n minus 1. Understand? Okay. Now what is my next term? Next is minus z. Okay, 1 by 3 करना पड़ेगा. Sorry, it is 1 by 3. Okay, so it is z plus z square by 3 plus z square by, sorry, z cube, not square, z cube by 3 square and so on. In same way you can write here z raised to n divided by, what is my coefficient here? Anybody? If you understand, then
3 raised to n minus 1.
3
yes,
raised to n
3
minus
raised to n
1.
minus 1. Good, very good. Okay, so what is my next step? So here 1 by 2 is there, so I put it into summation. So how we can write it? Here z raised to n, जो nth find किया है ना, वही यहाँ पे आपको replace कर देना है, nothing else. Okay, z raised to n divided by 2 raised to n minus 1. अब n कहाँ से start होगा? It is, सॉरी हम तो k लेते हैं ना, सॉरी k में ट्रांसफर करेंगे. ओके, सो हियर यू हैव 2 raised to k डिवाइड बाय k minus 1. ओके, सो व्हाट इज माय k? एंड सेम वे हियर यू कैन डिफाइन minus 1 by 3 समेशन, मैंने अभी इंडेक्स में डाला नहीं है, दैट मीन्स z raised to k divided by 3 raised to k minus 1. Okay, so what is my k here for first? k क्या होना चाहिए? k कहाँ से स्टार्ट होगा?
So do we have to count
सॉरी,
z? Do we have to count the first term z?
So
I
1
don't
to
understand.
infinite.
1 to
Infinite.
1 to
you do.
Infinite.
Okay, in both the case it is 1 to infinite. Am I right?
Yes.
If you find first term, then z raised to 1 divided by 2 raised to 1 minus 1, it will be z. Okay, if you find second term, then k is equal to 2, that means 2 square divided by 2 raised to 2 minus 1. Done. Okay, now Okay, sorry, I changed my ink. Okay, it is next term is very important. Next term is very important for us because summation k is equal to 1 to infinity is my fix. Now 1 by 2 put in inside. So z raised to k divided by 2 raised to k I have. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Minus summation k is equal to 1 to infinity, it is z raised to k divided by 3 raised to k. Okay, now what is my original z transform? Anybody? What is my formula for z transform of f of k? Z transform of f of k.
F of k into z
F
raised
of
to
k
minus
z
k.
raised to minus k.
Yes, summation k is equal to जो भी आपको लेना है. If you are taking 0 to infinity, then it is f of k into z raised to minus k. Done? Okay. So here I have z raised to k. So it is not in proper form. So I want to convert it into proper form. So how we can do here? So replace k by minus m. Am I right?
Yes,
Understand?
sir.
Okay, so if I replace k by minus m, so it is minus m equal to 1 to infinity, and it is z raised to minus m divided by 2 raised to minus m, minus summation minus m equal to 1 to infinity, and it is z raised to minus m divided by 3 raised to minus m. Done? Okay, so if I write in good way, so it is m is equal to minus infinity to minus 1, 2 raised to m, z raised to minus m, minus summation m equal to minus infinity to minus 1, z raised, sorry, 3 raised to m into z raised to minus m. How many students understand this step? Raise your hand. Good, very good. Good, but some students don't understand. Please let me inform. Vrund, Dhruv. Vrund, Ishan, Sarth, Dhyanam, Sameep, Vedant, Mohammad Safi, Vivek, Lakshmi Narayan, Ishan, Hed, Vasishta. You don't understand it?
Sir,
Yes?
sir,
Yes,
આ
Khyati.
લિમિટ m is equal to -1 to infinite આવે ને તો તમે minus infinite to -1 કેમ લખ્યું?
If you put -1 to infinite, it is wrong because both limit will be negative, na? If you replace it's from minus, understand, Khyati?
ઓકે સર, મતલબ એ સાઇન
બંને માટે
સિગ્મા
લાગશે.
ની ઉપરની. ઓકે.
હા, બંને માટે લાગશે. But if I write m is equal to -1 to minus infinity, I think it is wrong way, na?
યસ સર.
Okay, so I go with smaller to higher. Done? Okay, that's why I am writing
Yes.
here m is equal to minus infinity to minus 1. Got it?
યસ સર.
Okay, now what is my inverse z transform? कितने लोगों ने ऑब्जर्व किया है कि मेरा इनवर्स z ट्रांसफॉर्म क्या होगा? ये सारे लोग जो है वृंद, क्रूप, सार, समीप, वेदांत, योगी, मोहम्मद सफी, विवेक, लक्ष्मी नारायण, हेत, वशिष्ठा. If you don't understand, please let me inform. I want to know where you have a problem. I think they are not there.
सर यही समझ में नहीं आया था, m इक्वल्स टू माइनस इन्फिनिटी टू माइनस वन।
Okay, okay,
समझ में आ
Krup.
गया।
No problem, no problem. Okay, what about others? Okay, I think they are not there. Okay, now
Sir, 2 raised to k and 3 raised to k.
yes, it is the answer. But what is the meaning of Z transform? वो मैंने आपको समझाया था लास्ट में, तो here I repeat it because some new students are there. Okay, so if you find Z transform of f of k is equal to f of z, then if you find the inverse Z transform, that means Z inverse is applied on f of z and it is f of k. ओके, और f of k अगर आप मेरी मेन फॉर्मूला में फोकस करेंगे तो वो क्या है कि इट इज द कोफिशिएंट ऑफ z रेज टू माइनस k. ओके, तो हियर इफ आई वांट टू फाइंड द z इनवर्स ऑफ f of z, then what is my final inverse Z transform? What is the coefficient of z raised to minus m in both the term? In first term, I think it is 2 raised to k minus 3 raised to k. Okay, here we use k, so that's why I am writing here 2 raised to k. If you write 2 raised to m, it is also correct, and 3 raised to m, it is also correct. Okay, so 2 raised to k, 3 raised to k, but you have to write in sequence. Okay, done. Okay, and what is the value of k here? What is the value of k here?
Less than or equal to minus 1.
Less than equal to
Minus 1.
minus 1. That means k is less than equal to minus 1. Done. Okay, any confusion in this example? Anybody? If you don't understand, then please raise your hand, otherwise put your hand down. If you don't understand, then please raise your hand, otherwise put your hand down. Okay, Rasika, Khyati, any question? Vikas, okay, Ankita, Sadia, okay, done. Mahika, Pujesha, okay. Ankita, any question? Are you understand it or not? Okay, call him if you have any friend. Okay, so here modulus z greater than, I do example inversely. Okay, मैंने less than के साथ आपको समझाया. Here we have z greater than 3. Understand? उल्टा हुआ ना, मॉड्यूलस z लेस देन 3 के लिए हमने पूरा एग्जाम्पल सॉल्व किया. अब वही एग्जाम्पल हम मॉड्यूलस z ग्रेटर देन 3 के साथ करेंगे. एम आई राइट? आर यू अंडरस्टैंड? एनीबडी प्लीज इन्फॉर्म.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, we do same example for modulus z less than 3, but here the region of convergence is modulus z greater than 3. So I have to transfer this form into, I have modulus z greater than 3. So what is my less than 1 criteria? It is 3 by z.
Yes,
Am I
sir.
right? ओके, सो 3 बाई जेड में पूरा वही का वही एग्जाम्पल हमको करना है. ओके, तो कैसे करेंगे देखो. चलो, ये मैंने मॉड्यूलस जेड लेस देन 3 के साथ किया. यही एग्जाम्पल आई वांट टू डू विथ मॉड्यूलस जेड ग्रेटर देन 3. ओके, मॉड्यूलस जेड ग्रेटर देन 3 मीन्स ऐसे होगा. देखो, इफ द रेडियस ऑफ द सर्कल इज 3, सो दिस इज द रीजन. Okay, given region. Done. Modulus z greater than 3. So my converted form is 3 by z less than 1. Am I right? Okay. So what is my partial fraction here? F of z is equal to z by z minus 2 minus था ना, हाँ, minus and plus z by z minus 3. Okay, same example, but region of convergence is different. So what is my first step? First step is already done it. Okay, partial fraction हमने कर दिया था, मैंने आपको दिखाया था. Okay, now step number 2, I start with step number 2. It is modulus z less than 1. I already done this. I transfer it into 3 by z. I will transfer it into 3 by z less than 1. So I am transferring it. So minus z upon 3 by z. So same way you have modulus z greater than 2. So it is 2 by mod z less than 1. Okay, so here z is common. So 1 minus 2 by z plus z into z is common, so 1 minus 3 by z. This is simpler than first one जो हमने डिस्कस किया, उससे सिंपल है क्योंकि z will be cancel. And what is my binomial expansion for this? It is minus 1 upon 1 minus 2 by z, and it is also 1 upon 1 minus 3 by z. So if you put here binomial expansion for this, so it is 1 plus 2 by z plus 2 by z whole square plus and so on, plus 1 upon का भी सीधा लिख देते हैं. It is 1 plus 3 by z plus 3 by z square and so on. Okay, so दिस इज माई माइनस. अगर मैं एज इट इज रखूँ तो समेशन में आ जाएगा. ओके, व्हाट इज माई nth टर्म फॉर फर्स्ट एक्सपेंशन? nth टर्म क्या होगा इसके लिए, फर्स्ट सीरीज के लिए? चलो बताओ.
2 by z raised to n.
Yes, 2 by z raised to n is first nth term for first. And what is for second part?
3 by z raised to n.
3 by z raised to n. Okay, so my correct form of series is 2 by z raised to n plus summation 3 by z raised to n. Okay, now what is my index? Okay, n नहीं लिखते हैं ना हम यहाँ पे, तो k लिखते हैं. Okay, so I write down first k. Okay, so what is my index k? From where it starts?
0 to infinite.
Yes, it is 0 to infinite. Okay, student, so it is 0 to infinite, because if you replace 0 then you get first term. If you replace k is equal to 1 then you have second term. If replace k is equal to 2 then you have third term. Same way for second part. Okay, now I write down it in our original form. So 2 raised to k into z raised to minus k plus summation k is equal to 0 to infinity 3 raised to k into z raised to minus k. Okay, so compare this with our original formula. Z of f of k is equal to summation k is equal to 0 to infinity f of k into z raised to minus k. What is my f of k for first? it is minus 2 raised to k, and for second it is 3 raised to k. So my Z transform of f of z, given f of z, is equal to minus 2 raised to k and plus 3 raised to k, and k is always greater equal to 0. Any confusion, dear student?
No, sir.
नो ओके, सो यू कैन वेरीफाई हियर. ये सीधा स्टेप लिखा है, देखो आप टेक्स्ट बुक और लेक्चर में कितना फर्क होता है. यहाँ पे सीधा लिख दिया है, देखो z इनवर्स f ऑफ z इज इक्वल टू माइनस z इनवर्स, दोनों साइड पे लगा दिया और सीधा आंसर माइनस 2 रेस टू के प्लस 3 रेस टू के, के ग्रेटर इक्वल टू 0. अब उसके बीच में आप देखो तो कितने सारे स्टेप किए हमने. डन. ओके, so minus 2 raised to k plus 3 raised to k, k greater equal to 0 is our final answer. तो मैंने आपको दोनों रीजन के लिए करवाया. अभी तीसरा रीजन बाकी है, वो हम नेक्स्ट एग्जांपल में करते हैं. तो हमारे पास तीन टाइप के एग्जांपल हो गए. मैं आपको थोड़ा ब्रीफली समझा देता हूं. अगर मेरे पास 3 सर्कल है ना, तो अगर 2 टर्म है तो इस तरीके से बनेगा. ओके, अब जिसे हमने किया वो फर्स्ट है मॉड्यूलस z ग्रेटर देन मॉड्यूलस a, जो अभी लास्ट में किया है. वो देखो आप, मॉड्यूलस z ग्रेटर देन 3, अगर 3 की जगह पे a रखूंगा तो मॉड्यूलस z ग्रेटर देन a. सेकंड जो मैंने आपको जो नहीं था लेकिन समझाया, वो मॉड्यूलस z लेस देन मॉड्यूलस a. डन. ओके, एंड थर्ड केस इज b लेस देन मॉड्यूलस z लेस देन बी ए. ओके, सो इट इज एन्युलस रीजन. ओके, तो यहाँ पे देखो कि डिफरेंस क्या है, तो मैं आपको समझाता हूँ. तो यहाँ पे देखो मॉड्यूलस z ग्रेटर देन a मीन्स क्या होगा. अगर ये आपका a पार्ट है तो ये उसके आउटसाइड वाला आएगा, ये है आपका ROC. डन. अब मॉड्यूलस z लेस देन a होगा, तो अगर ये आपका ये a है, ओके, a जो आपका रेडियस है आउटसाइड वाले का वो a है. ओके, और जो इनसाइड वाला है वो b है. सेम तरीके से यहाँ पे दिस इज b. ओके, अब मॉड्यूलस z लेस देन a वाला क्या होगा, तो इट इज इनसाइड रीजन. ओके, पूरा. ओके, दिस इज द मॉड्यूलस z लेस देन a वाला पार्ट. अब मॉड्यूलस b लेस देन मॉड्यूलस z लेस देन a क्या होगा, तो ये सिर्फ पोलो जैसा है ना हमारा, उसको बोलते हैं एन्युलस रीजन. तो ये बीच वाला है, सिर्फ जैसे आप पोलो खाते हैं, पोलो में कैसे होता है, दिस इज सिमिलर काइंड ऑफ केस. सो 3 टाइप्स के एग्जाम्पल आपको पूछे जाते हैं. तो उसमें से 2 तो हमने डिस्कस कर लिए, ये फर्स्ट एंड सेकंड. थर्ड हम सेकंड एग्जाम्पल में देखेंगे. एनी डाउट डियर स्टूडेंट अप टू हियर? इफ यू हैव डाउट देन प्लीज इन्फॉर्म मी. एनी डाउट?
No, sir.
No. Okay, then second example. Okay, we have no more time, but we discuss here second example. Okay, find the inverse z transform of the following function. So here first is z square upon z minus 1 z minus 1 by 2. Okay, तो इसको पहले हम क्या करेंगे, तो इसको पहले f of z बोलेंगे. ओके, दिस इज माई f of z, यहाँ पर सीधा लिख देता हूँ, दिस इज माई f of z इज इक्वल टू. ओके, अब f of z इज इक्वल टू z स्क्वायर अपॉन z माइनस 1 z माइनस 1 बाई 2 है, तो उसको पहले मुझे इस फॉर्म में ट्रांसफर करना पड़ेगा. f of z अपॉन z इज इक्वल टू z अपॉन z माइनस 1 and z minus 1 by 2. Okay, so this is again the case number 1 for partial fraction. So it is a upon z minus 1 plus b upon z minus 1 by 2. So find out a and b. Dear student, find out a and b for this. Do fast, हाँ, थोड़ा जल्दी करना, because we have 10 minutes. अगर हम फर्स्ट केस कंप्लीट कर सकते हैं तो फर्स्ट वी कंप्लीट इट. ओके, सो give me the answer of A and B. What is my A and what is my B? And you know very well about the partial fraction. Okay, so do fast. Jagrat, are you doing it? 19 EC 003. Jagrat, are you there?
Done, sir.
Okay, Bhavesh done. What is your answer, Bhavesh?
Sir, A is equal to 2 and B is equal to -1.
A is equal to 2. Good. That means you have 2 upon z minus 1 plus minus 1 upon z minus 1 by 2. Am I right, Bhavesh?
Yes, sir.
Okay, anybody? Is there any change in A and B?
No, sir.
No. Okay, Tirth, no change. Okay, that means we
सर
have.
B -2 नहीं आया
सर B
Oh,
-2
okay, B minus 2. Okay, you
yes
have a change. No. Please check your notebook. This is the correct answer. A is equal to 2 and B is equal to -1. If you have no, then A into, I do it, z minus 1 by 2 plus B into z minus 1 divided by these both the bracket. Okay, z minus 1 and z minus 1 by 2. Okay, if but you have z here, z upon both the bracket. Okay, so your form like this, z is equal to sorry plus a minus nahi hai, a z minus 1 by 2 plus b z minus 1. Okay, now is it okay? अब मिल जाएगा. If you substitute z is equal to 1, then you get a. So 1 is equal to a, 1 minus, so it is 1 by 2 plus 0, so it gives a is equal to 2. Done? And if you substitute z is equal to 1 by 2, then we have 1 by 2, a 0 हो जाएगा plus b 1 by 2 minus 1, that means minus 1 by 2, so b is equal to minus 1. Am I right? Okay, now it is okay. Is it okay, student?
Yes, sir.
यस सर
Okay, so we have a is equal to 2 and b is equal to -1. Okay, so I write down here. So what is my form? Form is f of z upon z equal to 2 upon z minus 1 minus 1 upon z minus 1 by 2. Is it okay? Okay, so I first transfer my z to right side, so it is 2z upon z minus 1 and z upon z minus 1 by 2. Okay, this is my final partial fraction form. Done? Okay, so what is my step number 2? I completed my step number 1, so I go with modulus z less than 1. Okay, so what is my first region, given region of convergence? It is modulus z greater than 1. Okay, so I go with modulus z greater than 1. Okay, modulus z greater than 1. So what is my original region? Modulus z less than 1. So how I can transfer it? जल्दी स्टूडेंट. हाँ, कैसे करेंगे उसको? कौन से फॉर्म में जाएगा वो?
1 by
Sir, 1 by Z.
यस 1/z लेस देन 1 एंड सेकंड जो है उसमें सेकंड है ना हमारे पास, दूसरा भी है ना, मॉड्यूलस z ग्रेटर देन 1/2 है ना। ओके, तो उसके लिए क्या करेंगे?
लेस देन 1/2.
सीधा उसमें से
1/2
होगा
z.
यस 1/2z लेस देन 1. ओके, तो ये अगर आप अच्छी तरीके से कर पाए ये दोनों, देन योर inverse Z transform will be very simple. Okay, so here next term is I want to transfer first term into 1/z. So from denominator I put z common, so 1/1/z is there, minus z upon z common, so 1 minus 1/2z here. So z will be cancel out. So
सर ये
I,
1 है.
yes
सर ये सेकंड टर्म है ना, इसमें z नहीं है, 1 है ऊपर.
ये हाँ, तो ये z आया ना.
ओके सर.
ओके, जो लेफ्ट साइड पे था वो मैंने मल्टीप्लाई किया ना दोनों जगह पे. नाउ गॉट इट.
यस सर.
ओके ओके, देन नेक्स्ट टर्म इज नेक्स्ट स्टेप 2/1 minus 1/z minus 1/1 minus 1/2z. Now find the step number 3. What is my step number 3? Find the binomial expansion. So what is the binomial expansion for this? So 2 is outside, so it is similar form of 1 minus x. So I have 1 plus 1/z plus 1/z whole square and so on. Okay, and for second minus 1 plus 1/2z plus 1/2z whole square and so on. Clear? Okay, now 2 is outside, so I want to transfer it into summation form, so summation plus summation. Okay, so what is my nth term for first part? कौन बताएगा? चलो जल्दी.
1/z raised to n.
1/z raised to n is correct answer. And what about second part?
1/2z raised to
2z
n.
raised to n. Okay, so it is 1/z raised to k. Okay, मैंने सीधा लिख दिया. And here नहीं सीधा नहीं लिखूंगा, नहीं तो फिर आप कंफ्यूज हो जाएंगे. सॉरी. Here 1/z raised to k. Okay, and here 1/2z raised to k. What is my summation index? Values of summation index. k कहाँ से स्टार्ट होगा?
0 to infinity.
Yes, it is 0 to infinity. It is 0 to infinity. So it is 2 into summation k is equal to 0 to infinity. Okay, and 1 raised to k means 1, z raised to minus k plus summation k is equal to 0 to infinity 1/2 raised to k into z raised to minus k. So if I compare with original z transform, so what is my z inverse of f of z is equal to, what we get here, 2 into 1, that means 2 plus here 1/2 raised to k, क्योंकि कोफिशिएंट ऑफ z रेज टू माइनस के ही आपको ऑब्जर्व करना है, आपको आइडेंटिफाई करना है. क्लियर? तो हियर 1 एंड हियर 1/2 रेज टू k, बट हियर 1 into 2 होगा, दैट मीन्स 2 एंड 1/2 रेज टू k इज दैट. नाउ व्हाट इज द वैल्यू ऑफ k? k इज ग्रेटर इक्वल टू 0. अंडरस्टैंड डियर
Sir.
स्टूडेंट? यस.
सर बीच में माइनस आएगा.
बीच में
Yes, sir.
यस, सॉरी, इट इज माइनस. यस यू आर राइट. बीच में माइनस आएगा. गुड. हियर माइनस इज देयर, हियर माइनस, बिकॉज हियर माइनस. ओके, सो 2 माइनस, थैंक यू, 2 minus 1/2 raised to k इज अवर इनवर्स z ट्रांसफॉर्म फॉर कौन से रीजन के लिए किया हमने? मॉड्यूलस z ग्रेटर देन 1. ओके, सो फॉर मॉड्यूलस z ग्रेटर देन 1 ROC, उसके लिए मेरा इनवर्स z ट्रांसफॉर्म होगा 2 minus 1 upon 2 raised to k. You can quickly see here. Yes, this is my example. Okay, so a मेरा था 2, good. B था -1, so f of z मेरा 2 into z upon z minus 1 हुआ, z upon z minus 1 by 2 हुआ, good. Clear? Okay, so for modulus z greater than 1, it is 2 minus 1 upon 2 raised to k, k greater equal to 0. अब जो modulus z greater than 1 है वो कैसे केस हुआ देखो. फर्स्ट के लिए मेरा रेडियस कितना है 1, so I put here 1. Okay, if for second I have radius 1 by 2, so it is 1 by 2 सर्कल है ना, रेडियस 1 by 2 वाला सर्कल ड्रॉ किया, ये आउटसाइड वाला z इज इक्वल टू 1 है, सो मॉड्यूलस z ग्रेटर देन 1, इट इज द आउटसाइड पार्ट. ओके, अंडरस्टैंड? so this is the your case. Okay? So we stop here for today. Okay, any doubt in this whole session, today's session? Anybody?
No, sir.